Hello, this is Edward Slavis of eXp Realty. I'm the team leader of the Slavis Group, and this is your monthly market report for May of 2023 for the DC metro area. This is going to be the entire metro area, not just Washington, DC proper. We'll begin, as always, with mortgage rates. Rates are right now fairly flat at about 6.25%. Based on the conversations I've had with our lenders, as well as market analysts who I follow, the general consensus is we have to see rates come below 6%, preferably below 5.5%. Obviously, the lower the better. But once buyers start to see more and more rates start with a 5, they will be more comfortable buying. And I think then the sellers will feel more comfortable selling. So overall, rates have not climbed, which is good. We want to see them come down a little bit further. I heard Jerome Powell, chairman of the Fed, speaking today and saying they're probably not going to go, may not have to raise rates again next month to combat inflation. So hopefully the rate increases from the Fed are over. So let's look at the number of new listings. As you can see here, April of this year, again, this is the metro area, about 5,000 listings. It's actually fewer than March, which is surprising. Usually the number of new listings will continue to climb. And you can see it's down substantially from May of last year. So this is not necessarily a good sign in terms of seller confidence of coming to the market. If you look at those same numbers year over year, you'll see that the 12 months in a row, the year over year, so this month compared to the same month last year, is less. Something to point out though, the y-axis here, this starts at 10%. So May was not basically even. January was not basically even. May was about 10% less. January is about 12% less than the preceding January. For April of 2023, there are about 44% fewer listings that came on the market as compared to April of 2022. In terms of closed sales, similar numbers. This part of this is explained by seasonal differences. The spring being the months of most activity, winter months being the months of least activity. However, this is simply not climbing high enough to say that this is not due to interest rates as well. How does it compare to year over year? As you can see, again, 12 straight months of fewer closings, so homes actually selling as compared to the previous year. Again, y-axis starts at 10. So April, we saw about 33% fewer closings than that same month of last year. How does it affect prices, though? Median price, you can see it climbing up here since January, as expected with seasonal differences. But year over year, you can see we've basically been flat for the last 6 months, with April being about 1.5% less on median price year over year. If we look at price per square foot, which is a more accurate indicator, we can see a similar shape to this chart, climbing up to just over $300 per square foot. Again, this is all properties from detached homes, row homes, condos, and co-ops, all shapes and sizes. And you can see here the last 5 months, again, mainly flat. But the last 3 months, we've seen a decrease with about 2% less in price per square foot. Price per square foot, again, being a more accurate indicator than median. So this is the exact same chart, but broken down into a line chart to help separate these. And I've broken it out where yellow in condos, red in detached homes, blue is the line we saw before for all home types. So it's not included in this as a separate category or row homes. But I just want to see the difference here. All three of those shapes look similar. Condos sell for a higher price per square foot because they're smaller units, smaller homes. So you have a smaller denominator, a higher number. And all of them have been trending up since December. If we look year over year, however, you can see that they are the numbers are down across the board. The last, really up through November, homes were selling at a higher price per square foot, median sale, as opposed to the previous years with lower interest rates. Things have now started to correct, and it remains to be seen in future months when this will again cross the x-axis and start to sell higher for year over year. This chart is also very surprising because what we've seen in our sales, both for our buyer and seller clients, is there's still a lot of demand for single-family homes, whereas condos tend to stay on the market longer. And I think what we're seeing is a lot of condo owners are simply not putting their homes on the market because they saw that their neighbor tried and did not succeed. So I think that partly explains why the price changes in condos are so similar Whereas the single family home, the average home for us is still selling with multiple offers, so there's still the buyer demand there. So what does all this mean? If you see my previous reports, all of this will look familiar because it actually has not really changed. Fewer homes are being listed. Home sales have slowed, they're on the market longer, and there's now more inventory. A year and a half ago, even a year ago before the higher interest rates, sellers could afford to, just put the home up for sale, 4 walls and a roof, you'll get 5 offers. It was very, very easy to sell a market. Now you can still get the price you want. As we saw, the price per square foot, median price per square foot are very similar to what they were in previous years or a year ago in the lower interest rate market. However, now it matters a lot in terms of how the home is prepared for sale, how it is priced strategically, how it's marketed, etc. So, of course, if you have questions at all about your own home or a neighbor's home or friend's home, let us know. Happy to meet them for a private consultation. Because a lot of this does vary neighborhood to neighborhood, even block to block. But you can still sell your home. You just need to be more thoughtful about how we introduce it to the market. And then for buyers, I've said this, I'll not tire of saying this until something changes. It is the best time to be a buyer in the last 10 years. You still have leverage, or you finally have leverage, You can do your home inspection, you'll get your appraisal, you'll get your financing. Even the houses that we are seeing with multiple offers, they're not all clean, they're not all cash offers. Even on those, the buyers have some leverage. So as we say, you can marry the house and date the rate. We can negotiate a great offer on the house. You'll have a higher rate, yes, but you'll refinance that rate in the coming months and years and just continue to lower that rate and lock you in for a new 30-year fixed mortgage. So if you are thinking about buying or thinking about selling, let us know. Again, we want to be one-stop shopping for all things residential. Happy to meet with you for a free consultation. Thank you very much for watching. As always, like and subscribe. We hope you found this to be informational and beneficial and hope to hear from you. Thanks.